Today I fucked up by sleeping with my best friend. Saw a guy talking about nearly doing something like this and figured I'd add my piece. Obligatory. This happened a few years ago. My own account cause f/ck it. Long story short, my best friend at the time, let's call her Julie, and I lived together during our first year of university. We only met during the first day of classes, and eventually my being an avid smoker, of the green kind, intrigued her and she joined me in my weedy ways. By the end of the year we were hanging out on a daily basis, and, while there was always some kind of attraction or tension, I think we both knew that it wasn't a good idea while we lived together. Fast forward to the end of summer a year later, the start of our second year. Julia and I aren't living together anymore. We haven't seen each other in months. Chatted a lot over summer. I arrive at uni a few days before classes start, and that night there is a big night out. Julie had arrived around the same time I did, but I didn't see her until that night. As I'm queuing with my mate, I hear my name being excitedly shouted from the balcony of one of the parts of our SU, student union in the UK, basically the only place to go out on campus. Of course, it's Julie. The whole night there are some serious vibes and we end up going home together. NGL, among the greatest nights I've had with a woman so far. The morning was, as to be expected, slightly orcs, but nothing too bad. When she left I kissed her and told her I'd message her to go out properly sometime. When I tried to meet up shortly after, I get a text from her saying some things about an STI. Then she went on to tell some mutual friends it was most likely me who gave it to her. I went to get checked. I was clean, still am. Get your bi-yearly/yearly checks, kids. And I don't wanna say anything bad about her, but she clearly slept with the wrong dude slightly before or after me. Not that there is anything wrong with that, and then pinned it on me for who knows why. Needless to say, friendship ruined, things got weird, and turned out she had a boyfriend at the time too, which I hate since my dad cheated on my mum. All great friend that turned out to be. Moral of the story, friends are great as friends, try to keep them that way. TL Doctor, slept with my best friend at uni, she said I gave her an STD, actually it was probably her boyfriend I didn't know about and it ruined our friendship. Edit, removed A. Was definitely her boyfriend, who is too innocent to fuck around in her eyes. I would have told her I got tested and I'm negative and shown her the paperwork. Then said nice try though. Oh, trust me I did. Didn't change the situation though. Are you a guy? Maybe straight guys shouldn't be best friends with straight girls unless they're all trying to like you know what later on. Today I fucked up waking up in a pool of blood. This happened when I was about 12 maybe, chilling before bed with some munchies and reading a book. I must have been more tired than I realized, because next thing I know I wake up. It's dark and all I can see and feel is a dark sticky substance all over the bed and myself. I scream immediately, calling for my mum, sobbing that I'm bleeding and I think I'm dying. She comes running into my room, turns on the lights and goes from terrified to hysterical in seconds. Turns out I fell asleep on a packet of chocolate and it melted everywhere. She couldn't stop laughing and called me an idiot before helping me clean it all up. TL, drive. I'm a fat bastard who can't tell the difference between chocolate and blood and thought it was possible to spontaneously hemorrhage in the night without an ounce of pain. Got to be honest, chocolate is not what I thought you were going to be waking up in. That wasn't a very sweet thing to wake up to. In the movie Psycho, they used chocolate syrup as blood in the shower scene because it has a very similar consistency to blood, and looks the same in black and white video. When I was 20, my younger, 16, brother lived with me. We did not have a lot of money, so we couldn't really afford to run the AC. Well, one morning, he woke up with what can only be described as multicolored spots all over him. It looked like psychedelic measles. It turns out that he fell asleep with a large bag of M&Ms. You couldn't smell the difference? I don't know, I never had much experience with blood before that, so I wasn't aware it should smell a certain way. Today I fucked up by trying to shoot a wasp with an airsoft pistol. Title: This happened literally 10 minutes ago. I have a small airsoft pistol, 500 FPS, that I got from the Blue Vest store years ago. I disassemble it every couple months to stretch the spring and check the wear. Today was spring day for the little pocket rocket. So, since it's 100 degrees Fahrenheit in the shade, I opened a window to let the breeze in while modifying the pistol. That was FU number 1. Number 2 followed when I noticed a dark orange blob buzzing around the ceiling a few minutes later. Just a wasp. I thought. He'll fly out in a minute. Wrong. He decided to investigate the thing on the couch. By this time, I had finished putting the gun back together and was checking the slide. I can only assume the clicking drew its attention because it flew straight into my face. I, of course, panicked, as one does with a flying asshole kamikazeing their face. I swatted a few times, trying to get lucky and pistol whip it away. Luckily for the wasp, I missed and the bugger, pun intended, flew away and left me in peace. Or so I thought. The wasp decided a failed run wasn't acceptable and came back for round 2 after I had loaded the mag for a few test shots. I was planning on using an old cardboard box as the target, but Kamikaze the Wasp changed my mind. After the second dive, my brain said target acquired. As the wasp flew in on its third run, I swatted again trying to knock it to the ground and get a shot. I can't shoot one mid-flight, I'm not that good. I managed to get part of it right. I hit the wasp, but it flew around again and landed on my bare foot. Panic mode engaged a second time and I acted on instinct. Sadly, the instincts were bad. My brain said wasp, sting, bad, kill wasp, have gun, shoot. And shoot I did, and miss. The pistol is less than 500 FPS, but it still hurts at close range. Shooting myself in the foot was well within the confines of close range. But my bad luck wasn't over that easily. The wasp decided that it didn't like being shot at, and stung my foot right beside the BB's impact. So here I sit, my foot throbbing and the wasp smeared into mush on the floor. With nothing better to do than regular you folks with my tale of woe. TL/Doctor had airsoft pistol, shot at wasp and hit my foot. Wasp didn't think I was in enough pain and added to it. I once tried shooting a mouse with a gas pellet gun, USP 45. Missed every shot. Well, on the mouse anyways. I murdered the wall. The wall was left looking like a golf ball and there was a lot of profanity being shouted around. Nice story, happy cake day BTW. My foot and I thank you. Almost didn't realize it today. What a birthday. Sorry to hear that, but I've gotten shot close range a few times by my guns but never in the foot. Heal well friend. And happy B-Day. I just skipped all of this to say, wasps and hornets are not to be messed with, amateur. Well, duh. But ever since I had a swarm of guinea wasps chase me at 4 years old, I make it my mission to kill every flying asshole that invades my personal space. My brother once shot a spider with an airsoft pistol. I was like 8 at the time and thought it was cool. Now I look back and remember it was in our concrete basement and definitely could have hit one of us.